everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a kind of chit-chat, get ready with me. I have to hurry because I am meeting my mom. I've got a couple of errands to run. I'm actually looking, need I say this? I'm looking for more pens. I know. This is just a quick little thing. I've seen a lot of reviews on the Pilot G2 pen, so I want to check to see if I can find that either at Walmart or Michael's or even Staples. So we're gonna go take a look today. So to start, I'm going to put my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme on my lips. There's a lot of ladies and gents out there who are currently really into the lip filler and I don't know, getting bigger lips. And not that I need bigger lips, I want to keep natural. I would never get lip injections, not because I think negative of it or anything. I'd just be too scared. And I mean, if I'm going to purposely give myself pain, no, not going to happen. I get my dose of pain from the dentist. Thank you very much. But seriously, so I want to fake it. I want to try getting better at making my lips look fuller with lip liner. Not that I need it. I just want to play with it. I want to try it. I want to play around with makeup. That's kind of the whole point of this, right? We're playing with makeup. We're making ourselves not necessarily look better or different. It's fun. It's maybe back in the day, I wore makeup to make myself look better, but I can go out like this in public. So it's not a matter, I don't know how many times I've mentioned this on my channel. It's not a matter about not feeling good about yourself or not being able to go out in public, because I'm very true to who I am. I love myself and I don't need makeup to make me feel better. But it is fun, man. Playing with makeup and just the application of it and kind of using your face as a canvas or someone else's face as a canvas. It's really fun. And just to kind of show you guys what I do, the things I love, I said that before, and just kind of show you tricks and tips. And again, I'm learning all the time. I've been watching new videos. Take for instance, her name is Whitney Hedrick. I will link her video right now for you. And she, I've watched her evolve. I've only started watching her, but I watched some of her old videos and then some of her new videos. And her old videos, she looks like a completely different person. If you watch a video now with her currently with makeup on, she does not look the same without makeup 5 years ago. She's completely different. So, I mean, not that it's a bad thing, because people evolve, people change. It is what it is. Let's prime while we talk. So, Smashbox, the original Photofinish Smooth and Blur Primer. Just using this stuff to use it up because it's not my favorite. I don't know, I get it. People change, people evolve. And so I kind of have to, not really publicly apologize, but I feel really bad. There was a girl named Callie Gooch that I was talking about. I didn't know her name, and I feel really bad. I had already posted the video, and I did end up linking her channel on that video. But yeah, I'm gonna link her channel again because I was watching videos on how other people show their makeup collection, and mind you, she doesn't have a huge collection. I have a lot more products than she does, but I feel bad because why reference somebody if you don't know their name? So that's kind of my apology. Yeah, no excuses. I should have known her name, but and I'm much less well known than she is. So just saying. But thank you all to every 31 subscribers, all of you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me, because without you, I mean, I wouldn't have anything. So I'm very, very thankful and grateful for all of you. And okay, let's prime again. So I'm going to go in with my Becca Backlight priming filter. I love this stuff, and I am trying to use up this first tube because, as we all know, liquid makeup products go bad faster than powder makeup products. So I am trying to use up stuff that I have extra of. So I do have another tube of this, which it was really, really cheap when I got it because it was just a baby size, but I also do have a full size. So, I mean, I don't want it sitting in my makeup storage here and then having it go bad on me. So I am trying to use the product up, but needless to say, I also love that product. So pardon me while I go get my earring. This is why I don't wear big hoops. I love hoops. They're my favorite thing in the world, but I always catch them. And especially when my hair is down and I'm playing with my hair, I catch it and then it rips out of my ear and it hurts like hell. So that's why I don't usually wear them. So I'm going to do like light makeup today, and I was watching that same video that I was talking about, Kelly Gooch, and I totally wore my Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this. Oh, like it doesn't really look very good. But mind you, I did use my Becca powder, and actually I wouldn't mind using that stuff again. It actually turned out good. But today I do want to use my Hourglass powder because I'm in love with this stuff. You guys, if you watched my haul or my I think I had a video or two after where I was actually using this powder. I want to use the powder with my Urban Decay just to kind of see, like, I really enjoy using my different products with different foundations, different concealers, because I feel like different stuff will react differently on your skin. So I'm going to put 2 pumps of this and just use my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge and quickly buff this into my skin. So, like I said, I'm kind of in a rush. I gave myself like half an hour to do my makeup, and I am meeting my mom. She's got a couple of things to give me, but I'm going to Walmart and I'm gonna go check out there first because guaranteed they'll be cheaper than anywhere else. And then Michael's, if they have the pens, which I actually haven't seen them there, but if they have them there, I can use a coupon. And then my last resort is Staples, and I'm not technically buying them today. Like, I'm just actually going out and scouting out prices. So if I find them at Walmart, I'll buy them because they'll be cheap. But I do have them on my cart on Amazon, and they're only $12. So, and all it is, it's like a gel pen. I don't know, like, if it's any good. I personally am a ballpoint pen fan, especially to write in my journals. But I've been using the Papermate. Oh, what are they? They're my favorite gel pen right now. The Papermate, blah, 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 blah. They're just like a really, really colorful gel pen with a really fat pen body. And they are my favorite. But, and like the pink, I've been going through the pink one like crazy. Because if you guys haven't guessed it, well, actually I always say purple and teal are my favorite colors. But really pink and purple are my favorite colors. I love pink. Okay. So, and like watching Emily Jean's channel, like when she first started filming, and I've only watched her for about a year, maybe a little bit more, but when she was younger, she had pink everything in her room, and even now she has like a couple of pink paintings, whatever, at her mom's house. And I wish that I'd had that when I was a young girl. Like looking back and thinking about my room, my mom always wanted me to have white walls because she was like all into just white, and I couldn't decorate my room how I wanted. I finally convinced my mom and my stepdad to let me put up posters with like silly putty, or not silly putty, but like that tacky stuff that you used to put up posters with. And even that, they were like, no, don't do it. You live and you learn, right? Like right now I have like tons of stuff on my walls because you can just fill it. If you make a hole with a tack or something, you can fill it with toothpaste even. So I'm going to do something different. I've got a couple new products. I'll show you this first one. It's actually for my under eyes. It is a color correcting stick for dark circles. It is for light skin tones, but it looks so darkly orange that it scared me. So I bought the lighter one instead of like a darker one by e.l.f. So I don't own any e.l.f. products. It's just from the drugstore. I got it actually from Rexall. And I want to try this because I keep going on and on about my dark circles, how they're so dark. And they are. It's like ridiculous how dark they are. And I've never really used a color correcting product. And I think this will just brighten my under eye right up. I'm going to put it on my spots too, just to see if that helps. I'm going to tap this out with my finger because I don't want to use my sponge. And I'm not even really going to blend it. I'm just going to like blend the edges so it doesn't look crazy over here. And I don't really like using my finger, but sometimes it comes in handy, especially if you're putting on like pressed sparkly pigment or something, or blending out. Sometimes blending out concealer works because your fingers are warm and it helps to blend a little bit. See if this works, guys. Probably should have done this sooner. This is creasing really bad, but I'm just gonna go right in with my concealer. So my foundation was in the shade 5. So it just says Naked Skin Liquid Makeup shade 5.0. It's like the new 5.0. And now I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer Light Diffusing Peptide Infused Paraben Free. Wow, mouthful. In medium light warm. So I think I picked this up, like I said before I got the foundation, and I got the foundation on sale. So I'm just putting this right over top of this color corrector. I'm gonna see, oh, I hope it works, because yes, it's only $6, but like it just sucks when you buy a product and it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. And I probably wouldn't, unless it's Jeffree Star, because he has 2 color correctors. He's got the green one for like redness, and then he has like a peach one for dark circles. I probably should have just bought that. I have all the other concealers though. When I do my date night look, I'll probably use a Jeffree Star concealer. I'm gonna go in and set this right away with my Hourglass powder because I don't want this to crease, but I'm gonna use a brush. Yeah, I think this looks really good. I gotta keep my eyes open wide so it doesn't like mess up on my hair. Wide. It's funny when I put on this product, you see clouds of powder everywhere. And then you watch like actual makeup artists do makeup on somebody. Oh, actually, okay, so one that I'm like really intrigued by was Tati's, not her latest video, but the one with Scott Barnes. I haven't watched any of Scott's work, but I really like the way, like his little tips and stuff, especially with contouring and powder, and I want to watch more of his stuff because just like the way an actual makeup artist applies product, I love it. I want a makeup artist to like do my makeup. I had my makeup done once. I'm not sure if it was like a professional makeup artist. I don't know what her credentials were, but it was just of shoppers, and they'll do like a free makeover if you buy a product. And I think it has to be over $30, which actually is not bad. If you're gonna go and buy a product anyway, why not? And it was actually for a Christmas party, and that was before I decided to like start a YouTube channel and start doing makeup. And now I can be the makeup artist for my friends and family. Although nobody's asked me yet, but I have the brushes. I do have like all of these old brushes that I kept, different styles and stuff for every little thing that I would ever need it for. And I have enough colors of foundation and let us spray our face with a setting spray. So I just going to use my Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. And just a little bit, mostly for the eye area. I always like putting it on right like after foundation and powder and all that. It blends everything together. Oh my gosh. So like I won't post this for a couple of days after I'll obviously film this before it gets posted because I have a couple of videos that I like to post first before this video, but the other day, I guess, so it was May 30th, which was a Thursday. The smoke here, like we have forest fires so bad right now. I think it's in Slave Lake, around Slave Lake area. Like no one could go outside. You were actually told that if you don't have air conditioning in your home, that you need to leave your home and go to an air conditioned place like a mall or something, like a shopping mall, because the air quality was so poor here. Like I couldn't open the windows. It was so hot from the couple of days before because we had like plus 30 weather here, and it was ridiculously warm, so I had all the fans going. Couldn't open the windows. I had to anyway, but then it just smelled like smoke fire. Like it smelled like forest fire, like campfire in here, and it was horrible. Now I probably have to like wash all my bedding. And it's funny, I've never actually seen it get this bad this early. Usually the forest fires kind of come around the end of July, and it's not even June yet. So I'm kind of concerned because forest fires are really a huge problem here in Canada, especially in BC, especially northern Alberta. So I'm going to do eyebrows, and I'm just going to quickly go off camera to do the first parts. I'm going to use my Brow Whiz by Anastasia and my Dip Brow Pomade, but I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in soft brown after, but I'll kind of show you that when I come back on camera. I feel like this gives your eyebrows a little bit more life, a little bit more movement, as opposed to just setting them with clear brow gel, because this actually has fibers in it, right? So it makes it look like you've got more eyebrow hair, if that makes sense. So we will be right back. Really quick gradient eyebrow. You can see at the very beginning, it's like lighter, and then it gets dark, and then my hair starts. So I'm just going to take this product. Mind you, this is a little goopy, and I think there's, it just has a little like brush on one side of it. So I'm lightly, very lightly, just going to run it over my brow hairs here. And just kind of like pull them up, because I have a tendency to draw my pencil line a little bit higher than my actual brow, so I have no hair at the top. But if you bring the eyebrow hairs up and then add a product such as this, it kind of looks like you have hair that high. And it just kind of opens up my eye a little bit. I like having my brow a bit higher because I have a really big forehead. So you just kind of have to work with your face shape. If you're kind of following along or trying to do the same things I'm doing, you have to know your face. And I think that's like the two biggest things I'm kind of learning is you need to do makeup how it's going to suit your face. So someone with like a rounder face would want to make your face look more elongated. Someone with, and a square face too, I suppose. And someone with like a really long face wants to maybe bring it up a little bit or make it appear like it's shorter. So that's kind of the trick with like contouring and highlighting and even your eyebrows. Like I said, they play a part because for me, I can make my forehead look a little bit smaller if I bring my eyebrows up higher. My eyes look bigger, and I do already have like a big lid area, and I've got right here shows a lot of skin. There are some women out there or men who have very hooded eyes and they don't have any eyelid really showing, so then they make themselves a cut crease, which basically enhances the area that they have to like work with. When you get into the actual specifics of makeup, it's actually really technical, but there's like, I mean, even speaking to art, there's a lot of technical things that you need to know. I feel very strongly that art, and whether it's makeup or, you know, actual like drawing or painting, it kind of comes from the heart. Like the passion comes from the heart. The know-how and the skills can be learned. That's just my take on it, but I'm very passionate about all things art, and I feel very strongly, maybe not so much with makeup, but more art, actual art projects. I feel that when like a crisis happens, like when my dad died many years ago, I had a lot of pent up energy, pent up emotions that I kind of took out of my artwork, and I created my best pieces at that time in my life. Since having a child, things kind of, you know, like my passions have kind of taken a back burner, and that's why something like this, and I guess this is something I haven't really told anybody, not like it's a secret or anything, just I haven't really discussed it openly. I've felt it, but I feel like doing something like a YouTube channel, like when you have a child, because my child isn't in kindergarten yet, he starts in September, I almost feel like it's selfish, if that makes sense. Like I've kind of struggled all my life, like since my son was born, with work. So, you know, you work to pay the bills, but in my personal beliefs, raising children is one of the most important things you can do, because not only are you, they come from you, like they're part of your genes, right? So you're making children to surpass you, to go out into the world, to be better people, to make the world a better place. And I think that is one of the most important things that we can do as humans on this earth, is to teach our kids right and wrong, and you know, not to do drugs, not to drive and be drinking, like important things, and to be good people, to be kind, to be courageous, like all this stuff. But when you have to work, it's kind of like, all right, well, I have to work to pay the bills, but now my child is suffering because um, they don't have the support of their parent, like they're stuck in day homes and daycares and even school. It's a convention. It's like, I don't know why I'm getting so deep right here. I have to do my makeup, but I just want to get this out. It's like, I was talking to this one lady, she's a friend of mine from karaoke, and she said, you know what, friends are not the most important thing in the world. Your parents are. And it's true, because parents are the ones who instill the values, and they instill the right and the wrong. That's where everything kind of comes from. And that's what makes you a good person or a bad person. I mean, if your parents aren't there for you in the ways that matter, well, you're gonna maybe turn out to be a really crappy person, you know? And maybe it'll be opposite. Maybe you'll learn from your parents' mistakes and you'll say, I'm not gonna be like them. I'm gonna be better than them. Or not better than them, but you know, I'm not gonna make the same mistakes my parents did type thing. And so I don't know, I think it's really important. So when it comes to work, you know, like when I went to actual work, like conventional work where I got paid and I worked not necessarily Monday to Friday, but where I worked and made a lot of money, I felt guilt, but at least I knew I had money. I was doing something. And now we have less money, but in ways I'm happier because I'm home with my son until he goes to school. I can spend time with him, teach him stuff, just spend that quality time, because since my dad died 12 years ago, I've been hit with the reality that we're all gonna die. And it's so depressing, but it's gonna happen. We're not immortals. We don't live forever. And yeah, I think raising kids and just pushing them into the world as better people than we want better for our kids than we've had in the past, or teach them, better things. I think it's the most, if not one of the most, it's the most important thing in the world. And for those people who want kids and can't have kids, I'm sorry. Like, I feel for you, And for those people who don't want kids, each to their own. But um, you do you, I guess, right? I feel like it's so important nowadays, especially nowadays, that we teach our kids right from wrong and to become better people. But getting back to the whole work thing, where I feel selfish is, here I am doing my passion, like making YouTube videos. And even though my son is sitting in the room with me sometimes, and he's for the most part really good, he sits there, he watches his iPad while I take my 20-30 minute videos, and he's really good and stuff, but I feel guilty because that's time I could be spending with him. But then again, you also need a balance, right? You need time with your kids, you need time for yourself, and this is time for myself, which is very important as well, because when you become a mother or a parent or a father or whatever it is, a reflection of who you are and your ideals of yourself, they change. So, first you can say, I'm me. What's me? Like, I'm an artist, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, and but who am I? So I'm getting very very in depth with this right now, but yeah, I feel like I don't feel selfish. Like, I'm learning that that's not the right way to feel, because I do need to take time for myself. I need to get more involved in my passion and my love and my, like, what I want to be doing and what I want to be making money from, because yes, everybody needs to make money. It's a necessity in this day in life. But the best thing to do is to make money at what you love and what you're good at. So you need to find that balance. And that is truly what makes us happy, is to feel productive and to feel like you're doing something that you can share with the world, but also fulfills your needs, your values, yourself. You know what I mean? We're going to stop talking because I could go on forever about this. But if you guys have like any thoughts on that, let me know what you think, because yeah, I feel very passionate about all of that stuff. My family, my mother has her own values and beliefs and ideas, and she's instilled some of those things into me, and a lot of it is actually guilt. I mean, if you guys want to hear more about that, I can talk more about it. It's a little bit personal, and I don't really want my mom to be involved. At the same time, like, that's why I am who I am, is because of my mom and my dad and my family and friends and stuff. And yeah, I want to do right by my kid. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to learn that there's a fine line between feeling guilty all the time and being selfish and doing things for yourself. So it's good to find that balance for people, because you can't feel like you're doing something for everybody else all, like, every minute 24/7 of your life, because you're going to get burned out and then you're going to hate your life, and you never want to feel that way. It is the worst feeling in the world. So okay, guys, getting into contouring. Here's my new toy. My new toy. Sorry, that was like so deep, and now we're like going back to makeup. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I get on a topic and I feel so passionate about it. But this palette was on sale. So it's like 70, 60, 70 bucks, and it was on sale for like 20 something. So seriously good deal. Got it from Sephora. It was their like biannual summer sale or something. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow by Tarte, and I was gonna get the blush palette too. So this is the contour palette. It looks like everything is shimmer. I don't know about this one here. It looks like it has like shimmer undertones, but these are like shimmer right here. So I could use those as highlighter. This could be like an ambient powder because it's like a little bit darker, but this is definitely, like, I can't even call it a matte highlighter because it's not. It has little sparkles in there I can see, but I think it will just make my skin glowy, so we're going to try it. This is a cream contour. I want to play with this a little bit and see. I put powder on my face, but it's not powdered that much that it won't work. And then this is the matte contour. So let's go in with a little bit of that contour. I want to play with that and see what happens here. So I'm going to use my F04. I never use this brush. This is by Sigma. It is an extreme structure contour brush. I'm going to dip it into the I'm going to dip it into this cream contour, and it's actually called Shade. So I'm going to make my line here. And it's actually interesting because a lot of people will just do a straight line, but you kind of have to go with the contour of your face. And on that video, I'm going to link it for you guys. The video, Tati's video with Scott Barnes, he was saying that when you're contouring, you should kind of go with the angle of your cheekbone to bring your cheekbone up. So in my case, I would do something like this and do like a little rounded effect here. Okay, I'm already in love with this product. So for those of you who wanted to see cream product, here you go. And so I'm really going to have to blend that now because I don't want it to look muddy on my face. And we can highlight the cheekbone right here after with this highlight powder, which is going to be exciting for me. I really like this brush. I think I'm going to use this brush with this product from now on. Okay, so I'm going to go in and blend like mad, like a mad woman. I think that looks really good. So it kind of gives my cheeks a little bit of like darkness here, which is almost like a blush. Like you guys know I love my Benefit Dallas blush, which is almost like a little bit of a brownie blush, like a rosy brown blush. But we are going to do a couple of things here. So that looks cool. Okay, we're going to use this for my nose contour. I always mess up my nose contour, so I put some like right here, and then it looks like my nose is like curving to the right. So I need to, either I just leave my nose alone, which because it looks good right now, or I do something. I'm going to use this E37. It's an all over blend, and it's just kind of like a tiny mini little contour brush. So I'm going to put it into that cream contour and just go right here. Now I wish I had like a lighter cream product. I guess I could use concealer. So as far as I can tell, I'm putting it on straight, and it still makes my nose look like it's being curved to the right. Remember that one video where I was like contouring my nose? I'm like, oh my gosh, my nose looks so tiny. I need to find that again and figure out how to contour my nose right. Again, it's all about playing with makeup. It's about kind of hits or misses, figuring out what works for your face shape. I think I know why. I think I brought this side of the contour up higher than this side. So if I just blend that over a bit, it made my nose look skinnier. Totally did. Yep, gonna play with that. So like things I want to work on are my nose contour. It's also my lips to make them look bigger, even though like, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, you're perfect just the way you are, but that's the whole point of playing with makeup, right? So let's leave it at that. I think that looks cool. So now we're just going to go in with I'm going to go in with this shade Sculpt now, which is a powder. And I'm going to hopefully not catch my earring in here. I'm going to hold my earring out of the way. And I'm going to sculpt my jaw. So another trick that Scott Barnes was talking about was sculpting your jaw so it sharpens the line here, makes your face, like makes your jaw stand out. So your face should be a little bit lighter than your neck, is what he was saying. So technically you could, you know, put some bronzer on your neck if it's not as dark, but your jawline, so you can start up here, you do underneath your jaw, and this will hide, especially if you've got a little bit more, as he referred to it, meat underneath your chin area or your jaw. This will sharpen the line and just make your jaw look a little bit sharper than it is, and it makes your face look like it's a little bit more forward and a little bit. I put a little bit under the lip because I like putting it where the natural dark like shades are already, and I think it makes your lip look a little bit more pouty. And then of course the perimeter of your face, because I want to narrow my forehead and just make it appear a little bit smaller. So again, I could have used the cream contour, but I don't want it to look too muddy here. And this isn't really a huge change. Like the shade is pretty light for me. I'm just going to deepen up this area here and on the left side of my face. I want to play with this bright color here. So I'm actually going to use my F06, my powder sweep, and I just want to see what it looks like here. So I'm not really using it as a highlighter, but we're going to see how highlighty, how sparkly it is. I'm going to put it in that powder. I'm going to put it on the bridge of my nose. It's a highlighter. It's pretty bright. I'm going to put some on my Cupid's bow. It smells good. It smells like chocolate. Vanilla chocolate? Whatever. I'm going to put some right here. And here. We never put blush on yet, but we'll put some blush on right away. Just a little bit here, and maybe just a light little pop right here. I usually don't like putting it on my forehead because it makes my forehead creases bigger, makes it look bigger, but just a tiny bit. So that product does have sparkle in it, but it kind of gives it a little bit more light, which I like. And we're not going to actually put shadow on the lid to the brush. It is an eye shading E55. I'm going to take some of this shade Fire here. I'm going to take Fire and I'm going to use this on the lid just to kind of give the lid a little bit of, not necessarily color, but a little bit of sparkle. And it's very, very light because I'm not going in with a wet brush or anything here. A clean brush, hopefully. This is a tapered blending E40. I'm going to go into Sculpt, which is that powder contour shade, and just lightly sculpt out my eye sockets into the crease here. I have an idea for date night for you guys for tomorrow, and I'm really excited. I'm going to add a little bit of blush. I'm going to use my Papa Don't Peach by Too Faced. I love this stuff. I'm going to blend it into that darker bronze color on the cheek here, and just lightly blend it up into my rest of my contour. Like, doesn't that look good? My skin looks really good right now, I feel. Okay, I am going to go back into my contour palette here, and I am going to actually add a little bit of that strobe light, that light shade I used, on the inner corner of my eye. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, you guys, I think I found like a really nice highlighter. I like this palette. I knew I was going to like it when I got it, and I was so happy it went on sale because number one, it's by Tarte, and their contour products a lot. Because, you know, Tarte Parka Princess is one of my favorite. Alright, I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex. Better Than Sex. Keep that in mind, ladies. Liner for my eyes. I'm just going to do a fairly thin line here. This is just to make my lashes look bigger. I'm not going to use fake eyelashes today because I'm in a rush. So much for being in a rush, by the way. I just talked for like an hour. I'm actually just going to spray my face once more. But when I was receiving this cute little contour palette from Sephora, they had a sample. They had a sample of some new mascara. This is called Damn Girl by Too Faced. So it's a new mascara. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm so excited. So I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it together. Let's do lips because we can. I'm going to try to overline them a bit and see if I can get it to look like the way I want it to look. I don't know. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Color Rich, anti-feathering lip liner in the shade Natural. This is, yeah, it just says Natural. I think the trick is to use two different kinds of lip liner, like one that's lighter, one that's darker. So we're going to use this for like kind of close to the natural line. And then I'm going to use my Milani 09 Spice to extend it a little bit fatter down here and on the Cupid's bow here. Okay, so that part is done. And then we're going to go in with my Color Statement Lip Liner by Milani, bring it down a little bit on the bottom. And then I've already made this part on the sides like large enough that I don't want it any bigger than that. Or we're just going to go right across the Cupid's bow here with a darker pencil. Problem with my lips is that you can see like exactly where the Cupid's bow is, and now like you can see where the pencil is, but I wonder if I could cancel that out with like a lighter gloss on top. So here's another new product I got on sale kind of at the same time as that palette. This is the Becca, I think it's like the Chloe Malika collab with Becca. And this is called Yours Truly Ultimate Lipstick, the Ultimate Love Lipstick, I guess. And I like the tube. It's a magnetic closure, which is kind of cool. And I think it's just a cream lipstick. I didn't like the way it looked in the tube, but I actually like it on my lip. This looks ridiculous. I can't get that to look like natural. I'm just going to top my lips with a little bit of this Becca Chrissy Teigen Glow Gloss in Beach Bum, I believe it is. I might just have to like take my finger and scoop out at the top there a little bit because it just doesn't look natural. Okay, let's do mascara. I'm just gonna do this quickly off camera and we'll be right back. You guys know I'm picky with my mascara and I love that stuff. I feel like it's kind of like the Better Than Sex. It's gonna dry out pretty quick and get kind of flaky, but for how it applied, this is 3 coats. I like it, and it's one of those volumizing and lengthening mascaras that you guys know I love. I would buy a whole one of these. So when they come out, I haven't checked the Sephora website lately, but I'm sure that if they're offering samples, I'm sure that they're going to come on Sephora Canada website soon. So keep your eyes open for that. Anyway, so this is my completed makeup look, you guys. Sorry I didn't do like a crazy eyeshadow, but I really wanted to try this out and kind of have this the focus, and I love it. The lips definitely look bigger, but I'm not sure. I gotta figure out how to work with my lips with my Cupid's bow just to make them look a little larger. Yeah, I think it looks really good. So, and I'm really happy with that foundation. Like, I don't know what I was thinking the first time I used it. I was like, oh, I don't like it, I don't like it. But actually, it looks not too bad. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up for this video if you enjoyed yourselves, and please subscribe if you have not done so already, and hit that bell button down below to be notified the next time I post a new video. And until next time, also, hey, you guys, let me know what you think about my June plan with me. I've have a new apparatus to hold my video device while I am filming any like bullet journaling videos or stationary videos. So let me know if you liked it. And I know I did cut out one part because I was trying to play with the YouTube filter where it blurs certain parts of the video, and I couldn't get it to work for my needs. So I just cut a whole section out, but the video is still 34 minutes long, which is long enough for a bullet journal video. I'm kind of excited to show you guys my brush pens. I'm getting excited. But you guys have a wonderful day. We will talk to you on date night. Take care.